I guess I'll start without the headset on. Welcome to Christ Center Gamer's latest game streaming of Assetto Corsa EVO. This is version 0.4.1. And I'm going to be streaming it on the Pimax Crystal Light headset in VR. So a couple things to note. We're going to be playing it in VR. So you will see both of my eyes as it kind of goes across the screen. So you'll kind of have a double view. Well, you'll get that 3D perspective, I suppose. But so you'll get to experience what sim racing is like for me in VR. Let's see. The cable, I'm just trying to manage that. Sorry. Most of the time I'll be in the headset. I don't know if you'll see too much of my face, but I'll try. I'm racing with the sim rig here. So I've got the Turtle Beach KD3 wheel, the Turtle Beach multi-shift. Hold on. The Turtle Beach multi-shift shifter with the Logitech pedals. That's my sim rig. And then, of course, this VR headset. So just so you know, please feel free to chat, but I will not be able to see your messages during a race. So between races, I will check to see what you say, and then we'll check to go from there. A couple thoughts on the Pimax. This is the Crystal Light model. This is kind of funny. This is actually sharp. You can cut yourself on this logo on the front, which is kind of funny. But it's a very big headset, but it's pretty comfortable. It's got large lenses in here, so you can see quite well. It has a pretty good field of view. They're not surprisingly not that much bigger than some others, but it's still a very large view area. It's very clear. I don't know that the colors are necessarily better than some of my other headsets. I have a G2, HP Reverb G2, and a PSVR2. They're also very good headsets. This is a very good, large, big, clear spot right in the middle where you can see a lot of the pixels pretty clearly. So you have a good, nice, big, clear center. Also, it has the highest resolution of any headset I've ever used. It's one of the highest on the market. I think Pimax might make a higher model, but the point is, I think Pimax is near the top of the game when it comes to clarity, pixel clarity, number of pixels you can see. So yeah, pretty cool. So I hope you enjoy this. I've been preparing this, testing and setting it up. It's a bit involved, but worth it. I hope you enjoy what you see here, because it's pretty awesome. I know you're gonna love it. I'm gonna love playing it and sharing it with you guys. So, all right, let's get started. I guess we'll start with open mode just so that we can play with all kinds of different tracks and different cars and stuff like that. So, if you want me to try career mode on the stream, let me know in the comments, and I'll do it after at least one of the races. But I'm gonna stick with a simple one just to get used to it. So let's go ahead and get started. The microphone is actually built into the Pimax, so if I sound good while you're hearing the Pimax's microphone, I think it sounds pretty good. And I'm going to be listening to you out of the speakers, or listening to the game out of the speakers built into the Pimax as well. It kind of has these channels that kind of shoot sound into your ear. It's not quite as good as the Index or the HP G2, but it's pretty good. And this controller is the only one I'm going to be using at all. It's only going to be used to bring up the menu, so I can see the comments during the stream. So most of the stream will be on the headset. So that's enough chit chat. Let's get started. Oh, looks like I accidentally brought up the menu. So I'm seeing some flickering. I'm assuming it's because I'm overloading it with streaming. That does happen, unfortunately. You can kind of load it up a little bit. It was just fine in pre-stream testing, so hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. Everything I'm going to be using on the wheel is going to be by feel, because that's all I've got, right? So thankfully I know the button layout of the wheel, so I should be able to do that without too much trouble. So I thought I would pick a nice 90s car as a good place to start here. I do have access to quite a few vehicles, though, if you want to see some other cars. There's quite a few vehicles available in this game, like everything from Ferraris to Escorts to F1s to Honda S2000s. I was picking the NSX, though I'm thinking about trying some of the other more attainable cars as well. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll try the S2000. I don't know. Why not? Oh, it's convertible. That could be kind of fun. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Stick with the yellow. All right, we'll try that. All right, and we'll go ahead and pick that for our race. So I switched it over. Maybe this will be a proper left hand or right hand shifter instead of Europe. The NSX was a right side drive, side seat instead of a left side seat, which was fine. I got used to it, but it's a little weird. So, all right, let's see. My cars. All. Wait, I lost it. Oh. Well, that's strange. So, let's give it a try. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right, it remembered my change of cars, so that's good. All right, single player. All right. Yeah, let's give this a shot. We'll see if it works right. Okay, it's interesting. It's like off center slightly. I'm gonna have to recenter the view if it's slightly off center. Oh boy, now it's okay, there we go. Oh boy, I'm getting glitches. Hopefully it doesn't stick around when I start racing. Well, all right, we'll see how this works. Okay, at least I can still navigate the menu, no problem. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this is cool. So, yeah, I need to like raise my seat. Whoop! I just lost control because I accidentally went into first. Alright, so I'm going to go do this. I am going to raise my seat up. This is weird. I may need to recenter or something. Let me see. What do we got? Okay, I pushed that button again. I should have done that. I did it again. Okay. Okay, now center should be this way. Okay. Okay, that's whatever. But I need to raise myself up because this car expects me to sit higher up. That's really weird. The floor isn't quite right, so I'm gonna have to raise my seat instead of fixing it, just like a real car, I guess. Of course, now my knees can hit my gear shifter, but all right, that's a little better. Just get my chair forward. Okay, all right. I think I'll just actually hit replay. So yeah, this is better. My leg is a little pinched, but I guess I'll have to get used to that. All right, let me try. Go to restart. Restart session. Drive. All right, here we go. How cool is that, huh? You can see the dashboard. Whoa, 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 huh? There we go. This is a great learner car. This is great. Whoa, I hit the guy in front of me. Whoa, whoa! Hello. Looks like the frame rate's dropping a little bit at times. Okay. The only thing I don't like is I don't know how to change it to miles per hour. Oh, my hood's a little bit messed up, isn't it? Look at that, guys. Isn't that amazing? Looks like winding out fourth. Oh, I gotta slow down or I'm not gonna be able to turn. There we go. Front wheel drive power. Yeah! That's right. This thing's got a crazy high RPM band. It's an S2000 that goes to 9,000 RPM, so I can wind those gears tall. Okay. Maybe it makes second. No, second's not enough. Whoa, no! I messed it up. I was doing so well too. I was actually keeping track with the rest of the team. So I love how in VR you can look through the car, you can see everything, and see the... I just crashed. I might as well just take a look at gander here. You can see yourself in the chair. You can see the emergency brake, the shifter, which is mine's here, but the real one is right there. You got the other side, the doors. Let's see, is my tire flat? I don't think so. Here, let's take a look. Nope, tire looks fine. So the other one. Isn't that awesome? Can't open the door easily, but it's just so neat. Playing this in VR is a totally different experience. There is a mode to enable mirrors, and you can even enable. Oh, this got disconnected. You can enable all three mirrors if you want. I only have two enabled at the moment. You can even enable real-time adjustment of mirrors, but that costs surprisingly more performance. That requires quite a bit of juice. So I had that off. Looks like my car's in bad shape. But yeah, this is really cool. Oh, the hood's about to fly off. Or at least it's bouncing good. Oh, and you can feel, like, when you go off on the grass, you can feel it in the steering wheel. The force feedback effects makes it feel so much more realistic. This is really great. All right, I don't know how many gears this thing's got. 5 or 6, maybe. Crazy high RPM though. That's something else. I wish I could change this to be miles per hour, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, first good turn. Downshift. Let's get some more RPMs out of this. It's got a trip meter. Ha! Whoop! I wasn't paying attention, and I crashed. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Audio control, engine start. You got roof control. There are ways to control a lot of these actually. In some of the menus, you can control a lot of this stuff. Like, let me show you real quick here. If I go to the settings, go to controls, and I go to my here, and you can just so many settings here. Let me see if I can. So I got shifter gear 2 is activated, which does make sense. You can change the light cycles, light stages, rain lights, directional indicators if you want to use your blinkers. Retractable headlights toggle ignition, starter, traction control settings. Let's see what else we got. ABS settings. It's quite detailed in case you haven't noticed. Let's see, engine map. I don't even know what that is. Bias brakes. Okay, I want to know if there's a way to change convertible. Turbo level increase, huh? Performance modes. Oh, that's interesting. Display device. Cockpit lights. That's interesting. Special lights. Damper bumpers. Dampers, whatever those are. Differentials. Ghost wipers. You can see the wipers. Cycle namespace. Cycle mirrors. Pitch mirrors. Oh, you can change the angles of the mirrors. That's actually awesome. You can change your force feedback, optional animations 1 through 6. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the convertible setting, but that's pretty awesome, isn't it? All right, so it's very realistic as far as shifting goes. I really like how this shifter, this multi-shift, just feels great, and I'm gonna hit that wall again. Whoa! The shifter is pretty well defined. Whoa! Apparently you can spin out on front-wheel drive cars too. I don't know how or why, but it should behave that way. But whatever. I think it's 2000's front-wheel drive. I think. I'm actually not sure. But yeah, this is such an amazing experience in VR. And the force feedback of the wheel, the direct drive wheel, the well-defined shifting points in the shifter. I don't know why my car is starting to act crazy. Maybe my tire's busted. Oh, that's interesting. I can actually look at it. Is it straight now? Yeah, okay, so maybe I wasn't, I don't know, huh. I'm burning out. Is it the front or the rear that's burning out? I don't know if it can tell me that. Isn't that wild being able to watch your tires like that? Is the S2000 a rear-wheel drive car or a front-wheel drive car? I thought it was a front, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Stop, he hit me. Oh, I somehow got outside the car. That's not supposed to happen. Alright. Oh yeah, you can see the windshield's all cracked because of my bad driving. And my wheels are busted or something. They gotta be. I can't steer to save my life. Isn't that something, sticking your head out the side like that? But traction is terrible. You must not render, well, it renders like dirt on the tires, which is pretty awesome. Oh, look at that, you got a little gravel. But it doesn't seem to render damaged tires very well. But I have a feeling my tires are damaged just because of the way that car is controlling. It's no longer handling correctly, like straight is no longer straight, so my tires must be messed up. Man, is that cool. Alright, well I'm gonna have to take a break here and see what you guys have to say. Anything you guys have to say? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I can't tell. I can only tell when I check. So I can only tell when you guys talk to me. Feel free to talk, but just understand that I can't actually check what you say until I go to check what you say. So just thought that was important to note, because I can't see what you're saying while I'm racing. You just so make your comments, and then you know, we'll change it up, and then yeah, so that's how that works. All right, so let me go try a different car. Well, this Honda NSX is pretty cool, I have to say, but let's go to something crazy. All vehicles. If there's anything you want to see, please speak up while I'm looking here. I think they actually added the Supra, didn't they? They added the GR86 and the Super Mark IV. Now that is a good car. They have a drift tune version of it too, huh? Interesting. I don't know that I want it to be more powerful. It's plenty fast enough. Oh, we got some new viewers. Thanks, machines. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that one, or that one. I'm trying to get the silly thing trying to navigate to the confirm button. Confirm. Add to my cars. Add to my cars. Okay, and let's see what else we want to look at here as another car. Oh. Oh, sorry, Mr. Woods. Well, I hope it gets better. All right, let's see. All vehicles. If there's something you want to see me race, let me know. I wish my car was in here, but it's unfortunately not in here yet. Hopefully they add it at some point. Oh, they got Miatas, they got Maseratis. I like to race attainable cars because I probably can't control the fast ones. But, you know, hey, if you guys really want to see a, you know, supercar, Ferrari, or even an F1 race car, we'll do it. No problem. And there's so many options. So many options. A lot of European cars that aren't even for sale in America, which I suppose is just my US bias speaking, but it is one of those things. But at least most of them have the dash on their correct side. Alright, well I guess I'll add an F1 car for fun. Alright. They're Miami. I guess I'd rather pick that than Canadian. At least it's America. Okay, so let's pick a car. All right, I picked some cars. Now I want you guys to help me pick one. And I'm going to change the track to something more interesting. So one of the newest additions to this version of the patch is Nürburgring. I don't know how you spell it. I really don't. Oh, they have. Oh, I don't even notice. I realized it was all in Europe. Oh, look at that. Circuit of the Americas. Actually, let's see. We got North America first because that's where I'm from. Circuit of the Americas, Laguna Seca, and Road Atlanta. Okay, those are pretty straightforward courses. And then we've got Asia. It has Fuji Speedway. That looks like a fun one. And Suzuka. All right. And then we've got Australia. And then Europe. Caterham. Did you see Caterham? I don't even see that. Where are you seeing that? I don't see Caterham, sir. So I can't play what I don't find. But Nürburgring is one of the most famous European German racetracks. It's supposed to have a lot of really awesome looking oh wow, that's 24 hour? Is that what that means? Huh. I guess this one is supposed to be based on an actual location in Germany. It's supposed to be gorgeous. So let's try that, but let's pick a street car, I guess. For this, maybe we'll do the Supra. Yeah, why not? Confirm, and it's not a German car, I suppose, but all right, let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot. They got 24H. I'm not sure what that means, but cool. Okay, it's still loading as far as I can see on this end. Okay, so it's on the other side of the car, other side. All right, it's got 6 speeds. See, isn't that? Yep, 6 speeds in reverse. It's got old school dashes. It is a 90s car after all. Look at that, isn't that neat? This one only has 53 miles on it. Yeah, that's unlikely. That's unrealistic. That would be worth a ton of cash. Even if it's on the wrong side of the road here, wrong side of the wheel. Pretty awesome. It's got a back seat. Look at that. All right, cool. Let's see what this is all about. I've never driven on this. This is my first time. Oh yeah, look at that. I can see inside the pit over there, the garage. All right, let's drive. Oh, that sounds awesome. Look at that rumble. Oh, that sounds so good. Whoop, that was not a clean start. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Oh, I gotta shift sooner. That's 2000 spoiled. Whoa, not that fast. Oh, I had a friend who had a car that looked exactly like that red one. He used to carry handle, except he had an automatic. But it was a beautiful car. I wonder what ever happened to him. Okay, so, wow, my performance just tanked. That was interesting. I just saw a bunch of slowdowns in the frame rate, so I don't know why. Maybe it's too many cars on the screen? That could be it. Man, rear-wheel drive cars really are something, aren't they? Okay, so this is supposed to be one of the more complicated courses. Oh my goodness, that frame rate is tanking as I'm seeing all those crowds. I'm guessing all the people in the crowds are just killing performance. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. That is a lot of people. You know what I might have to do? Let me turn down the detail. Maybe that'll help with our stability today. So if I go to video settings, graphics, whoop, wrong thing, graphics, instead of high, let's, oh, for goodness sakes, high, let's go to medium, and then I hit apply. Come on, apply. See how much that helps performance today, because high works fine on some tracks, or it might work fine without VR running, or I'm sorry, without streaming running. But we don't have all our system resources today, so I mean, I have to go low if that's what it takes. But right now it is applying the changes, so the game is kind of glitching out on my end as far as I can see. All right, let's see how it looks now. Resume. All right, there we go. It's still a little stuttery. We have to slow it down even more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower it even more, I think. Yep. Okay, it's settled down finally. Whoa, too much juice. I went into second gear and that was not the right choice. And this thing wants to drift like crazy. There we are. Oh, I cannot turn to save my life. This is definitely an advanced level track. Probably beyond my skill level here. Man, this is so cool. Oh, all three mirrors are rendering this time. Huh. Oh my goodness! I don't know if I damaged my car and that's why I can't drive in a straight line, or it's because of something I'm doing wrong. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, but I just lost control, like, almost entirely. Or if it's just a rear-wheel drive thing. Okay. I was even able to RPM match shift without having to push the clutch in. That's funny. Oh, this is quite a tight turn. Wow, look at that. Look at this beautiful, I mean, there's a lot going on here with the people on the side and spectators and everything else. This is kind of cool, I have to say. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I really wrecked that car, didn't I? My hood's gonna fly off. Or at least it's bouncing around. I don't know if it'll actually fly off. It'd be cool if it did. I hate kilometers per hour. They don't feel natural to me. So when I see 180, I'm like, that's fast right now. It's probably about 80 miles an hour. It just, it's just weird. Man, I love the fact that the force feedback is so good. I can really feel the road. And if I have a damaged tire, which it feels like something's wrong with the car, because the car is vibrating right now when it shouldn't be. So I bet you I need to restart or find the pit. This is a very long course. Oh my goodness, it is long. This course is crazy long. Well, let me start in second. Yep. Oh! I think I should probably just Xiaomi Ultra. Oh, so like the advertisements. That's funny. Why is it not letting? Whoop. Go back to pit lane. It's not letting me choose that though. I don't know why it's not letting me choose go back to pit lane with my steering wheel. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Try with the mouse. Back to pit lane. There we go. That was weird. Okay. Alright, back to the game. Alright, let's go back to wheel, hit drive. It's not letting me choose drive. That's strange. Cancel. Okay, that's weird. It's not letting me choose drive. I have to do it with... Oh, there we go. Alright, the car is magically fixed after a pit stop, by the way, which is always nice. Hit the pit out sign. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen. This is such a long track, I don't think I'll ever see the other end. Oh my goodness. This is such a long track. Yeah, they never even lapped. They're still on the other side. My goodness, this is going to take out like a long time to get to the other side. 24H, what does that mean? Oh boy. Oh, wrong gear, clearly. Yeah, this is running a lot better on medium. I haven't seen any major performance problems since I made that change. Other than the car itself crashing, which, you know, that's no good. This car is a very different RPM band than the S2000 I was driving before this. Oh yeah, you can see the roof of this car. I don't get sun in my eyes or whatever. Okay, I better slow down here. Yeah, this is a tight turn. Whoa, I didn't tell it to do that. Apparently I told it to drift. Or lose grip, whatever. I don't think that should have caused any wreckage on my car. Oh, that's the pit lane? Oh. Maybe it's a pit lane, I don't know. Interesting. I hope I got a full tank. Can't believe how long it's taken the other guys to get past or get on this track. It's just gigantic. Maybe it wasn't the best choice, but it sure is interesting how big it is. Come on. Okay, apparently it's a really tight turn. I do miss the rallies, what do you call it? Side co-drivers, what I can tell you. By the way, sharp turn coming. Well, reverse works. Yep, reverse works. Apparently you can stall it if you don't shift right. That's one of the cool things about this game is I actually had to turn off clutch assist because if you don't do it right, there was a strange bug early on. It might be fixed, but going to full natural clutch is the best. It works the best. Turning off all clutch assists is the way to go. Man, this car always feels like it wants to It's gripping pretty well, but it does feel like it wants to let go, like that. Thankfully, I didn't hit the wall that time. It's funny that it has advertisements though. I don't even think they sell the Xiaomi in America, so. Oh, wait, does this have 6 gears? It does have 6 gears. 7? No. Well, that's kind of cool. All right. Hello. I don't know why I spun out. I really don't. My front tire's hot. Hopefully it's not damaged. Oh, that's a tight turn coming right up. I'm gonna cut. I'm cutting. That's illegal. I'm gonna get my score slashed, but I'm cutting. I gotta say, this is beautiful, like, scenery-wise. Like, look at this. Beautiful. Like, just the way the game renders, the art, just the trees and everything like that. You can see the mountains in the distance, which is awesome. You see all these setups and tents everywhere, and oh boy. I can see why this is a famous track, though. It's just, it never ends. Look at that in the distance. The mountains. That is so awesome. The Assetto Corsa guys surely have done some amazing things to offer this game, and VR is, you know, I was always racing. I mean, I'm not a good racer. I'll just be honest with you. I play here and there, pick it up, play for an hour, go on and do something else. But I gotta say, Assetto Corsa has been on a roll this last year, and I mean the best kind of way. So first they released this game, which, oh, look at that beautiful mountains with the trees everywhere. Oh, looks so good. And you know, this game had a rough start, like all the early accesses do. But it has come into its own, for sure. Especially with the 0.4 update. People are really excited about it. If you look at the Steam reviews, you can tell they were mixed. But then, with 0.4 release, it says recently very positive. So it's coming a long way. And what was early on, you know, a good but not quite there yet game is, even though this is only in the 0.4 era of early access, they're not even close to 1.0. They've been really delivering, not only on what they promised, but just the physics updates. Oh no, don't stop. I don't want to crash. I'm doing great. Well, that's not reverse. That's reverse. Okay. Oh, come on. Now I broke the windshield. Just from hitting a little back guardrail. But anyway, yeah, and then this game's really been, the last couple updates, especially 0.4 and 0.41, which is what this is. They've been really great improvements, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Clearly, this game, there's a lot of love, and well, I better go to fourth. And whoa, great selection of cars. Driving through the mountains, you know, the air is real thin up here. Anyway, you know, and yeah, there's a lot to like in this game, and it's early access, still well priced. You know, if you have any interest in sim racing, if you think a race like this with a wheel and VR headset, it's optional, of course. It's not a VR only game by any means. If anything, it's flat primarily, but you know, if you want a game that supports the most cutting edge of hardware, if you want, and that was a nice crash. If you want a game that has obviously very pretty vistas, if you want a game that looks great, performs well, controls well, has good force feedback, and is got a very large and interested community, has active multiplayer, though I have not tried it. I'm not really much of a multiplayer guy, but it's got it. I would probably just crash and burn, so I don't know that I'm going to bother. I don't know, but I'll see if there's, something going on. But if you're into that, if you want street racing, this is your way to go. But as good as this one was, and it is, late last year, they released early access of Assetto Corsa Rally, which looks to be one of the most exciting rally sims in a long time. I prefer Rally, actually. Rally is kind of my home, if you will. I don't think there's any racing game that I'm really home at. I'm a casual, admittedly. But Rally, just something about it, I just love it. VR support is not here yet for Rally, which is one of the reasons that I chose this game as the one to test for this VR headset. And I gotta say, nothing is quite real life yet, that's for sure. But the Pimax is the closest you get for clarity, at least in the center of the screen. There's a very large clear spot in the middle. It does support foveated rendering. I haven't tried it. Maybe it would help. But it's a very high-end experience. I think it's Windows only at this point. I don't think it has Linux support really, but maybe that doesn't matter to you. It doesn't probably. Most sim racers use Windows, and I like this wheel doesn't work in Linux, at least not now. So it's not the end of the world. But my point is that it requires Pimax Play, and actually that's one of the things that I should probably point out is that performance was horrible when it was using the Steam VR as my VR mode. It required OpenXR compatibility. Instead of set the Steam VR mode, I had to set it to Pimax driver for OpenXR. And then this game ran great. But without that setting, it ran bad. And I mean bad. Like seconds per frame, actually minutes per frame bad. Like don't even, just no. It was completely unusable until I set OpenXR mode to support Pimax for OpenXR. Why am I not? There we go. I'm not gripping. There we go. All right. One thing I don't like about The Sims is it kind of encourages. Okay, I think my car is busted. One thing I don't like about some of these Sims is that it encourages clutch dumping. Yeah, my car is busted. Is there a pit anywhere around here? I hate to have to restart. I've gotten so far down this mountain. It's such a beautiful mountain too, but I really need a pit. I don't know if there's anyone nearby. Oh my goodness, I'm about to get lapped. My tires and car is just a disaster right now. I can feel it. It's all shaking. It's not letting me turn consistently. It's a mess. This poor car is not working. Not at all. I wonder if I can tell from the outside if I take a peek. Oh, let's take a look. Oh boy, no, you can't really see anything other than scrapes. You can definitely see the hood. Oh, you can see the engine. Look, that is actually really awesome. Look how it just simulates. Like, they didn't have to go through that much detail, but they did. Oh yeah, there. Now you can see a better view with the sun shining. I can actually see. Look at that shifter. That is so awesome looking. And there's the old school radio. And the tape deck. It's got a CD player, nice. Oh boy, this cable is caught in something. I can feel it, but I can't see it. Anyway, oh yeah, look at all those dash lights, and they really go through an incredible amount of effort to simulate so much to make this look as realistic as possible. Yeah, I have it set to auto start, because I don't have a button for ignition. So I tell the game to do that, which I think is reasonable. I wonder if I'm gonna run out of fuel. But some tires messed up or something, because I can no longer really control the car very well at any speed. So I've probably entered wreck. The car is wrecked zone, but it hasn't actually caught on fire yet. If there is a pit soon, I can fill it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to call it. What time do we got? It is after almost 9 o'clock. Oh boy. Yeah. So This is really cool. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm probably going to take a break on this particular race because it's pretty much a lost cause. Yes, I don't drive like that in real life. Thank you very much. So that's weird. Huh. Well, hopefully you guys can still see me. I'm getting conflicting results on my stream status. I'm going to try... Oh my goodness, I'm sweaty. This headset does cause sweat, but I don't think it's that bad. I know some of the older headsets were really bad. This one, you can feel some sweat around here, but there's a lot of air in there, so it's not too bad.